Major Miami Heat news. So per Windhorst, Tyler Herro is coming off an all-star season and is definitely interested in extending with the Heat. But there haven't been substantive talks to his point, and a deal is doubtful, sources say. So in a vacuum, Herro is the player the Heat probably should be most interested in extending, and Herro saw former all-star Bam Adebayo get a large extension last year. But it doesn't appear to be in the offing. Now, my question to you guys is, are you guys willing to extend Tyler Herro? If you're Pat Riley, are you going to keep Tyler Herro or are you going to trade him? Now, I will say I'm not going to extend him just yet. Just because he's coming off of an all-star season, he's coming off injury. And to me, these guys have to prove it to me. I understand that what he's capable of. He's a great scorer. Is he a number one or a number two option? I don't think so. That's not his fault. I think that he's a solid number three option, especially when you have Bam Adebayo, he's very passive on the offensive end. Who else is Tyler Herro going to score with? I mean, now it's different. We have Wiggins, we have Powell, so I kind of want to see what this team looks like. Same thing with Nikola Jovic. I thought they gave him the extension a little bit too early. What has he done? So when it comes to Tyler Herro, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think he's a good player. Is he going to be a number one option, this great all-star player? I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you guys extend him? Would you trade him? I know this has been going on for so long, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. One of the reasons he might not get the extension is from Tim Bonnes on the Miami Heat. Sources say the Heat, like many other teams around the league, are planning for that aforementioned 2027 free agent class. The 2027 NBA free agent class is expected to be a significant one, potentially including top stars like Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Stephen Curry. Other prominent players who could become free agents include Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, and Kawhi Leonard, many of whom are on contracts with player options that could lead to free agency in 2027, even though free agency isn't the same. And we have to be realistic as the Miami Heat squad. Unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong with stars, how are the Miami Heat going to get any of these guys, and we haven't gotten them in the past? Even Giannis made it clear that he wanted to go to the Knicks. He wants to stay in the East, and he did not mention the Miami Heat. Stephen Curry, he's not going anywhere. Nikola Jokic, he's not going anywhere. I don't see Anthony Davis or Karl Anthony Towns or Donovan Mitchell or Kawhi Leonard going anywhere. Maybe Kawhi, but why would I want broken knee down Kawhi? He can't even play 20 games in a row. So, yeah, the Clippers don't want him, and they're very frustrated. But when you think about just the overall NBA, the Miami Heat have missed out on so many stars. Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, and the list goes on. So if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm not just going to bank on the 2027, free agency class. It doesn't work like that anymore. Now, when it comes to the Miami Heat, are they trying to just build this team around Bam? So Miami will always be a destination for players, he wrote. And by maintaining flexibility for the 2027 offseason, the Heat are giving themselves the ability to retool their roster around Bam Adebayo and attempt to return to title contention. So while that doesn't necessarily preclude a deal getting done with Herro or Powell, it's hard to see Miami passing on its cap space until it knows it has a good reason to. As for two other extension candidates recently acquired, Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins, long-term deals are also unlikely. Powell, whom the LA Clippers traded to Miami in part because they are dodging their own extension issues with him, could get a short deal, if anything. Wiggins, for his part, has a player option for $30 million in the 2026-27, and while it's possible the Heat might hope to negotiate a different number, they also might not. Yeah, why would Wiggins take less money? And these are the questions that the Miami Heat have to answer. What are they going to do in the future? It kind of sucks because we're in the middle. I still have faith in this roster. There's no way that you're telling me that in a weak Eastern Conference, Tyler, Bam, Powell, and Wiggins, along with our young guys, can't make any noise whatsoever. Especially when Giannis, he doesn't want to be on the Bucks. Tatum's hurt. Halliburton's hurt. I mean, I do think that the Knicks and, Cleveland and Orlando and the Hawks, they are good teams, but they have to prove it. But the Miami have a lot of questions. Are they going to extend Wiggins? Or I don't see him taking less money in another deal. What are they going to do with Powell? Do they mind having an older guy on their roster like him? What are they going to do with Tyler? Are they going to build the team around Bam? There's a lot of Miami Heat fans that want to trade Bam. So when it comes to this Miami Heat roster, the front office has a lot of work to do to improve this roster. I want to win a championship within the next few years. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Same thing with the Hawks. TraeYoung and the Hawks will not agree to a contract extension before the start of the regular season. And for Trae and Tyler, I want to see how they both play during the regular season. What is this Miami Heat team going to look like? Think about it. Let's say this Miami Heat team is awful. I'm not going to rush and give either Trey or Tyler an extension. For what? There's no rush. And I said this earlier in the video. I don't know why they rushed to give Nico one. He's already complaining about his back. The key in this current NBA, you have to remain fluid. You can't have these inflated contracts. You can't have these players on big contracts that nobody wants. Also, too, you have to have the assets. You have to have the first-round picks, the second-round picks. The Miami Heat have to learn from their mistakes when they're giving out contracts. I'm not saying you can't extend Herro, but it has to be on a team-friendly deal. Tyler Herro has to also realize that as well. Yeah, you were an all-star, but your injury history is a little bit shaky. And at the end of the day, the team's not winning. I do think we have a lot better talent than in years prior. So let's see how this year goes, and then maybe you give him the contract extension later. Same thing with TraeYoung. They have a young group around Trae. I wouldn't rush to give TraeYoung $200 million either. There's no reason for that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, because I don't honestly, the Miami Heat won't get TraeYoung either. I know a lot of people are going to throw TraeYoung out there as well. I don't see that happening at all. They're not big fans of him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for all the support.